All right, guys, we're back at it. Real versus unauthentic, authentic versus unauthentic, real versus fake, whatever you want to call this stuff. It's getting more and more dangerous out there, and these pairs are becoming much more scammable, as I say. Left is the unauthentic, right is the authentic. You already see the difference in the sizings of the boxes. These are both size 12. You see the stamp under the lid here, under this particular authentic lid. And we're going to go ahead and pay attention to that. We're going to go ahead and have a look at the unauthentic, which different positioning, different stamp structure, of course, as you could see, not as bold. Also, looks like it has more numbers on it. So that is a tactic to use. What would I say? That's the final determination of a pair being authentic or not. I wouldn't. Here's the retail box label, of course, as you can see, very simple and standard as usual. No price tag on it, as Nike does nowadays. And now we're going to have a look at the unauthentic version of this box label tag. And there you go. You can clearly see. Looks to be about the right length, maybe a little bit more bolder in certain areas of it, but it's close, guys. They've gotten more and more better on these particular box labels. Now, having a look here, unauthentic to the left, authentic to the right, you see the unauthentic is a darker tone of UNC, University Blue, whatever colorway. So you can already see it's darker and not as light of a tone as it should be. Now we're going to have a look at the internal laces. Why look at the laces? What's the big difference? Well, you can probably clearly see now, aside from the cardboard box being a shade darker to the authentic to the right, you see the embossment of the Jumpman and the word shoelaces is much more clearer and more embossed to the right on the authentic versus the left. We're going to flip it to the rear. And again, night and day. Authentic to the right, much more embossed. To the left, you almost don't even see it. I actually had to rub my hands on it to actually feel it and realize it is embossed on the unauthentic to the left. It's just not as deep of an embossment. So here we go. All right, so here's going to be the easy telltale sign. They are extremely close, guys. They are extremely close. So we have the unauthentic to the left, authentic to the right. And what the immediate determination to me is the actual toe box, the mudguard to the right. You're about to see how it's going to compare to the unauthentic to the left. And as you can see here, it's a little bit taller. It's structured a little bit different, a little bit thicker versus versus the unauthentic. Also, wings logos are placed a hair different, not as much. The swoosh hook on the unauthentic to the top left versus the bottom right, it is a little bit different. Has a little bit more of a sleek. Could be possibly a hair shorter than the actual authentic swoosh hook to the authentic pair to the right. Now, one thing I will advise, both of these have been submerged in mink oil. I love shining my shoes up. So that's why you see the shine that these are. Again, just a standard quick look there. We're going to jump to the outsoles here. As you can see, they matched it in my opinion. I really don't see much of a color tone or color shade difference. If you do through the screen, let me know. But in my personal opinion, they nailed the outsole. They definitely had the authentic pair in hands and, most likely deconstructed it and went from there. No question. So let's further look into the shoes here. Again, telltale sign is that toe box, guys. On the unauthentic, it's kind of got a more retro, sleek upper slope to it versus the thicker mudguard, kind of oval shaped on the actual retail. Having a look here, they did a good job as well, in my opinion, on the actual hourglass. Not bad, guys. Which do you prefer? The authentic or the unauthentic? Which do you prefer? It's all about what you like, guys. And again, higher, thicker mudguard to the authentic to the left versus the unauthentic to the right. Very close. Very, very close. That's really the telltale sign, is that toe box, to help you out and determine which is which here. And again, I did this comparison just to have a look at the wings logo here. Again, unauthentic to the left. Look at the toe box. Authentic to the right. Again, the tone of the UNC colorway on the unauthentic to the left is a little bit darker, as you can see here, versus it lighter on the right. Wings logo, in my opinion, they nailed it. Might be a little bit more embossed on the rep to the left versus the authentic to the right. Smooth embossment on the authentic to the right, rougher on the left, which it always is. It always has a minor roughness to it. Not sure why, to be very honest. Stitching looks good in my opinion, on the unauthentic as well. Like I said, they really took their time on this and did their thing with these pairs. Surprisingly, for a shoe that's considered a brick on the resale market, right, guys? And yep, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna yep, look at the toe boxes again. Now we got the authentic to the right, unauthentic to the left. And at the end of the day, look at the toe boxes. Actually, the upper leather there on the upper toe boxes looks good. Again, it's not a night and day difference, so it is a scammable pair. Be careful out there, guys. Let me know what else you guys find in the comments here. As you can see here, even the Nike Air tags versus the retail to the right and the unauthentic to the left, the colors near match as well. You may see more in these video, guys, only because we're looking at a 4K video here, so there's a lot more that than what meets the eye in these videos. It's quite crazy, interesting. So again, you like the video, if you're watching this on IG, give it a heart. If you're watching it on YouTube, give it a like. If you're watching it on Reddit, give it an upvote. I will be very, very appreciative of that. So hopefully this video will allow you to decide which route you want to go at this point. And I don't want to hear these shoes are sitting. Certain sizes may be sitting, but if you're a 12 or bigger, good luck. That's all I have to say. I'm not saying it's not available, but you're not just walking into any Foot Locker getting any old size you want. At the end of the day, it's just not going to happen. The smaller sizes probably so. So with that, y'all know what it is. Sneaker Lover out.